Mary, you've great memories of Ballina.
Yes, I have, yes.
And how are you feeling about this honour for your husband tonight here in the town, the great showband kind of nostalgia night?
I think it's wonderful that people still think of him and still play his record and plays music, and yeah, I think it's great.
And do you remember the heydays when they had that, they were the first band in the west of Ireland to have a #1 hit?
That's right.
Do you remember those days?
I do. It was 1966 and he was at a wedding in Galway and he was carried shoulder high around. I wasn't with him that time. You know, he was at this wedding and he was carried shoulder high around the floor when it became news, yeah.
And you became a fan as well of the Royal Blue?
Yes, yes.
And there were great days there.
Absolutely, yeah. In the Crystal, you know, and went around to all the dances and yeah, we had a lovely time together, yes.
And isn't it amazing that the likes of Old Man Trouble still hugely popular, even with young people now today? I was just going to come to Claudia. Yeah. She actually came home from America to be there.
From Texas.
Yes. Yeah. How do you feel about it now tonight?
Oh, it's very nostalgic for, you know, Dad would be beaming down right now. He's very proud of being from Mayo and very proud of his accomplishments. I mean, he lived to perform, you know, he really did.
And he was a proud Mayo man, as you say.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. We all have red and green all over the place, even in Texas.
And will you find tonight emotional now?
Sure. I mean, anytime Dad's, you know, he's been past 13 years now, but anytime his memory is brought up or acknowledgement of what he's done in showband and music scene is brought up, it's very nostalgic, emotional for us.
Well, we hope you enjoy the evening as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Joe, there's we've some of the big stars here for this. Those were the days, showband nostalgia night. But there's a big local element of musicians playing tonight.
Oh, indeed there is, Henry. Yeah, absolutely. Like Ballina has always been a good town for musicians over the years, you know, young and old, and even now in an upcoming stage, there are a lot of musicians now, young girls and boys, like taking up the art now, you know, and keeping it alive, basically, you know.
So who are some of the local legends that's going to be on stage with you tonight?
Well, we have the likes of a local lad called Dave McDonald. And of course, I'll probably go up and sing a tune or two, you know. We have a drummer from Westport and Noel Feeney from Westport, all involved in the local band scene, like for many, many years, individually, you know. We have a guitar player that has done the scene and the show band scene, Pierce McNamara, will be here with us as well for a while, you know.
And John Hough joining you as well?
Yeah, John is down as well, yeah. John arrived there earlier on, yeah.
Yeah, and he played with the...
He played with Declan Ernie's band for many, many years, you know. And he's doing his own thing now, and we're all still involved, obviously, as a family, you know, which is great.
So what do you make of this night there of nostalgia, showband nostalgia?
I think it's great. I think it's great because, like, music is a universal, you know, thing. It's a universal language for everybody. Everybody can relate to it, you know. And I think the more we try and keep it, because the pubs have gone down over the years and stuff, and with the climate and everything else, well, we're trying to keep it alive, you know. And like, if we all participate, it stays alive.
So there'll be a jam session on stage?
Absolutely.
Rehearsed or anything?
No, we jump in the deep end as usual.
Yeah. Well, have a great night.
Thank you very much indeed.
Liam, this is an undertaking for the opening of the Ballina Salmon Festival. A night of nostalgia here.
A night of nostalgia, Henry, and we're hoping we got the weather as well. We've been here all day getting organised. The guys are getting watered up and we're ready to go. Crowd are coming in and we're going to remember some of the great stars of the past. And we have Mary Carroll here tonight, a special guest, wife of the late Doc Carroll, a famous Mayo man. The only Mayo man to have a #1 hit. And can you remember what that one was? Old Man Trouble, 1966.
So what's the lineup tonight then, Liam?
The lineup is our old favourites from the showband show, Keith and Lorraine MacDonald, with their father who did 42 years with Joe Dolan. The Conquerors showband is the main house band. Joining them is PJ Duffy on baritone sax, who played with the Michael Callan band down in Cork. John Hall from Castlereagh, his dad was in the Phoenix show band, and John also played with the show band show. Joe Ryan and Pierce McNamara, two local musicians who played with Sandy Dusky and the Fairways and different bands like that. And Sean O'Dowd of Sean O'Dowd and Dingaling is our headline act.
And why did you decide to do this, put this together, Liam?
Well, I was looking at a poster from the Ballina Salmon Festival in 1965 or 66, and on the top of the poster it said, the Moy Festival, as it was called then, Ireland's premier festival of dancing. So this is a bit of a tip of the hat back to those days, 54 years ago. I think dancing is coming back in a big way, and okay, it might be all country at the moment, but there's a lot of people that are interested in this genre of music, and we're going to hope to trigger the nostalgia tonight and get people interested in it again.
And is it something you'd like to see every year at the Ballina Salmon Festival?
Well, I think there is a market for it, and I mean, when you've got these superb musicians as well, they're going to be playing everything, you know.
And when you look at the thousands of people that went to ballrooms every weekend here.
Well, that's it. I had a phone call last night from friends home from England that left Ballina in the 60s. And some of these guys are getting together. The last time they met probably was in the Marina in Enniscrone or the Crystal in Kilchimar. You know, so it's going to trigger a lot of nostalgia, I think.
Well, we wish you well. You put a lot of hard work into it, Liam, and it's all systems ready to go now.
We're all ready to go. Come up, May.
Sean, how does it feel like to be back in Mayo? This was one of your great stomping grounds over the years.
It's like a time warp coming back, because I think we used to play here once a week, Henry, in the good old days, in the show band days. I'd say we played every corner of Mayo. But we're here for the festival, the Salmon Festival, and there's a sort of a show band night on. You may be able to see it in the background, the guys are getting ready. But I believe it's going to be a huge event tonight. People are pouring in from all over County Mayo and surrounding counties, so looking forward to a great night.
I suppose you'll be meeting up with a lot of your fans as well. They used to go dancing to you in the ball.
Yeah, they remember me, that's the question. Of course, it's not that long ago, really. It's the early 80s we would have been at our biggest. We were playing to huge crowds from 80 to 81, 82, 83 was the decline then and all that kind of thing. But we started in 75 and finished in 86. So we had 11 great years as dingalings. Yeah, we played of course we played in England, we played America, we played everywhere. So they were the good old days.
And do you miss those days now, Sean?
I miss the camaraderie of the show bands. I miss the big band. Like, we had a 7-piece band. And now I work just with a 2-piece, a girl singer and myself. So yeah, it can be a little bit lonely that way. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight because I'm playing with the Conquerors show band, and they're the ultimate backing band. I'm going to love it. I'm going to do a few of my old hits like You Are No Angel and Place in Your Heart, Dig a Little Deeper in the Well, stuff like that, and talk to the crowd about the good old days, the show band days. And it's going to be very interesting because the band is augmented. I see brass players arriving from all over the place. And it'll be exciting. It'll be brilliant. You know, I love this, you see. This is it's worth coming up from West Limerick. I left home today at 1:30, and I drove up through the country onto Tuam, into Foxford and Kilchimar. I came through Kilchimar, Foxford into Ballina, and all the memories came flooding back.
Well, looking forward to a great night tonight.
And so am I. So am I, looking forward to a great night. And all your viewers, I don't think I've been on this station before. Thank you very much for having me on. It's a pleasure.
Lovely. Frank, great to have you in Ballina. How are you feeling about this night of nostalgia?
Well, do you know what? It's fantastic. It reminds me of the old days when you're coming down to play on a marquee in the back of the wagon with the Dolan boys and the town hall, and meeting fellas in the business like the Jack Rowan band or Tom Kelly and the Dusky band or the Fairways. You know, I mean, it's a good scene. And Ballina in the west of Ireland was probably one of the better highlights of the dancing era. I always say Cork probably as well, and Mayo, you know.
Well, Mayo was always a great county.
Yeah, well, you had all the good halls, you know.
Yeah, of course you were with Joe, the late great Joe Dolan, from long time, Frank.
I started with Joe in, actually it's coming up near the anniversary, 68. Now, the 15th of August 1968 in the Las Vegas Ballroom in Temple Moore. We rehearsed for 3 weeks previous to that, and I think when we got on the stage, the 6 new guys forgot everything, but it made no difference. Joe was pulled off the stage most of the night, and myself and Ben were picking him up.
And of course, you passed on the tradition to your son and daughter, Keith and Lorraine, and they're the opening act.
They're the opening act tonight, so I was going to sit now. I'm not going to criticise them, they're too good, you know, but they're good kids, you know, and it's show business is tough. You need the breaks, you need to be just patient, and you need the energy and the look.
And what can people look forward tonight from you, Frankie?
Well, I'm going to just do slip into the show band stuff, and I'll do a solo with Keith and Lorraine, maybe Oh My Papa, and you know.
Well, it's a night for nostalgia and reminiscing and reliving those great days.
Yeah, and please God, we're all still around for another while.
Great, thanks for talking to us. Frankie. Well, that's it for this week. We hope you enjoyed the highlights of the Mayo Manchester Trad Festival, and we look forward, as I said, to them coming back again next year. And our showband Nostalgia Night in Ballina, I believe, is going to be part of the festival there next year. So don't forget, coming up after the break, we're crossing over to join Martin Logan once again from Manchester, who's out and about with the Irish community. And we look forward to your company same time next week. So until then, slán go fóill.